Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was, and I hope you're being kind to yourself and others, and working on yourself, right? I hope we're in 2025, and also if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, don't forget, you can give me a thumbs up and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Swing by and give Starlight a hi by giving me a message down below. And also, don't forget the notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos, and you could share my videos, and you could share my videos with your family, your friends. I am going to have to say crows, and I'm going to put a special video up for all of you. And also, a raccoon. All right, and after that is, you can also find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. So anyway, on we go. I've been doing a lot of outside videos, nature videos, and today I said, hey, let's switch things up. I had to come in here and do my hair anyway. So anyway, today this is a true story. Ready for a story again? Starlight and her stories. So this video is titled Shit Happens. And that, actually, I used to live in New Hampshire long time ago, before my daughter was even born. I only lived there for a little bit, and I was homeless at the time. It's kind of strange in that word. So yeah, I was actually homeless at that time. Starlight was kind of in and out at those years. But anyway, I was out in New Hampshire, but their license plates had a lot of shit happens. That was their attitude out there. Hey, shit happens. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I've been having amazing days and enjoying my life, because I've been working on myself, and I definitely got an upgrade and got some downloads and stuff like that. That's what it's all about. I'm serious. So anyway, I was enjoying my day, and I'm like, I had to head to my car. So, and this happened, not the first time. We all might go through this shit somewhere along your life, somewhere. So anyway, as I was walking my car, I had all my stuff that I had to put away, and I get to the driver's side window in the front. Shit happens. A big bird, not the yellow big bird from, Sesame Street, but no, a big bird. You're probably wondering, how do I know that it was a big bird? Well, you should have seen the size of the shit. So some big bird, it might have been my crow friends, because there's a lot of crows out in this area, that shit. And it was a really, like, their aim was really good. It loaded the whole, from the top of my window all the way down to the frame of my window on the driver's side. And it was a lot, so I was like, wow, that was a big bird, that did this. And I'm like, I looked this up a long time ago, and I'm like, what does it mean when a bird shits on your window? So what do you think it means? Well, there's different meanings, but what does it mean? When you discover that, in what window? What window was it? Does it matter what window? Like if you were in a dream, and you had a dream, so you want to look at your daytime, like dream time, really. And if you know anything about dream studies, which I have videos on that, so if you don't know how to do that, you can check out my videos on how to study for dreams, or dream studies, or dream journals, or something like that. and you're going to find how to have a dream journal. So I don't want to explain all that because storytelling time here. So just like at nighttime and the daytime, when you have some weird things like that happening, what does it mean when a bird shits on the window? What is the universe trying to tell Starlight? Well, with that, what I received as a message is that there was going to be delays, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going to have some delays. And then, of course, it doesn't let me know when the delay is and, how is it, how are things going to be delayed or anything like that. So anyway, last night I had to head to where I parked my car, and I was on E, and I was going through a problem in my mind. I was trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, how am I supposed to do things, So I couldn't figure it out, because I had cash, but I already spent some of that money that I really, I worked so hard last week selling things, and all that money was supposed to, go on a book. Well, then Starlight ended up spending some, but I am learning, I got to learn right now. I'm going through a new process here is, anything is possible when you're learning what to do and what not to do as far as, getting gas money or getting food, so you got to let go of your old ways of thinking, the being scared of doing this and, being afraid of letting go of your old thought patterns and stuff. So I was trying to figure out, am I supposed to, I got to be honest on this journey. You got to be honest. So you can't go up to somebody, have an empty tank of gas, and go up to them and say, hey, could you help me out because I don't have any gas in my car. And if you added, I don't have any money, could you help me out? Well, that would be a lie if you have money. Because there's times Starlight needs to buy things, I can't, at the, a haircut, look at, you don't want Starlight doing your hair, ask my kids. I wish I had those pictures. Those were so adorable. But, is you got to let go of old programs that you've been programmed to believe in. If you came from a poor family, you're always thinking about, gathering as much food and doing this and doing things a certain way to make sure you never run out. That's the mindset. Ask me, I know this stuff. And I'm like a little 2-footed squirrel, a squirrel with 2 legs. I'm always going out and gathering stuff. And that is how I was able to make that money last week. And I plan on going there this Thursday to say, hey, what else can I sell? So I had to drive to the parking spot, but what I do is I Google, the name of where I'm going, the area that I'm going. And then on my way there, there's a gas station on the way where I can heat my food up and then keep going to get to my parking spot. Well, silly Starlight is, I was going back and forth in my head, couldn't make up my mind what I was going to do, how I was going to do it. I didn't know how much gas, because E has been on for a while on my car, and E stands for enough. So I had enough gas. So I was going around in circles in my head, trying to figure out how am I supposed to do this? I need help with gas because, I got to let go of that old program, that old way of thinking that I got to spend the money that I have. That money that I have is supposed to go on a book, and so, I got to wait yet for the book. So it gives me some time to, put money on a card so I can get the book. And then I got to get an address so I can get the book mailed to where I can get it, where I can pick it up. So I goofed up and I couldn't make up my mind of what I was doing. And then the Google, when I did the address, I said, no, I got to go to the gas station because I don't want to be stranded without any gas, on the side of the road in a dangerous area. So I was, Googling this one area that's perfect for getting gas, because I have things set up a certain way at different gas stations, what ones I really like to pick, and So I put that on my phone, like to go to that gas station, but accidentally it never exited out on the air, like the location for the parking area that I was going to. So without me knowing, I don't know my way around, and the GPS takes me, and I'm like, uh-oh, something doesn't look right, because there's a certain store that's right across the street from where I park my car. And I'm like, oh shit. So I ended up parking my car, and I'm like, wait a minute, I really messed up here. I forgot to heat up my food, so and then I had to go to the bathroom. So I had to actually still go to the gas station to heat up my food and use the bathroom. And it's crazy, a lot of these places out here don't have a bathroom at a gas station or at a convenience store. So I had to do 2 places. I didn't even know I had that much gas. Like I said, it was enough. So I finally get my car parked. I made it. I got to go pee, before the night. Got my meal, ate, went to sleep. I woke up, tried to start my car. It wouldn't start, and I did a boo-boo. So that was a lesson to learn. I did get it started. It must have, like the fumes. It's only on fumes at that point. So I Starlight did a silly thing. I decided to heat my car up as I'm getting dressed. And I should have just turned it back off, but I didn't think it was going to turn back on because I'm on fumes. So I thought, oh, I got to keep it on. And anyway, I ended up getting ready to start my day. And I'm going down the road, and I'm like, I was going to go, okay, where's the closest gas station, because I am out of gas, for real. And I almost made it. Bam, my car ran out of gas 2 minutes away. I didn't even know it was that close. So I'm out there trying to wave people, trying to get help. I have a gas can. Of course, Starlight's got a gas can. I found that baby, a big ass one. So nobody's actually helping me out, and it's dark out because I'm up early. And the crows are talking, and I'm asking God, I'm asking the universe, I'm asking for help. And I didn't know that the gas station was that close. So I didn't want to leave the car in the road because, I don't want somebody getting in a car accident because my car is out there. So I didn't realize I had my lights on. I had the hazard lights on. And so I locked my door up, brought the gas can with me. And I left my pocketbook in the car because I'm trying to get gas. And I get there, I get gas, I get back to my car. A sweet lady helped me out, and she was happy to help me out. See, she's like, I'm happy to help you out. Other people, it's amazing. I don't want to pick on you people, but there's people that don't know how to speak English. And so, like, there's times I'll say, do you speak English? A lot of times they might say no because they don't want to help out. So if you're one of those people, that can speak a little English, but you say you can't speak English because you don't want to help somebody because they come up to you, God knows. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't know. Only God knows. So you can't use that as an excuse if you really like, oh, why is this lady coming to me? Oh, yeah, I can't speak English. But then they know certain things, So anyway, I just got to throw that one out there. That was just a freebie. But a lady was so sweet, and she was happy to help me out. I told her about my YouTube channel and I'm on mission, and I didn't lie. I didn't tell her that I didn't have any money. I just left that part out. Got the gas, put it in the car. I'm like, oh, okay, now I can start my day. And it's funny, is that morning too, this morning, my light came on about needing air in my tire. So that was the first thing I noticed when my car wasn't starting up. Then I needed the gas. And then when I got the gas in my car, which I'm like, that's a lot of, that's a big gas can. So it takes all my muscles to actually lift that gas can up. And somebody bought me a funnel before. So, it's much, but I was able to do it without spilling any gas. I got everything put in my car, got in my car, got my seatbelt on, turned the key, and my car wouldn't start. And it's so funny is that I'm in a great mood. I'm not even upset. I'm not angry. I'm not ticked off. I am not cursing. I am just going with the flow. That's why I'm making this video. I wasn't upset. you know, I got like now, I already got the gas problem taken care of, and now I got to get, now my car's not starting and my car's still in the road. And I'm like, and I'm trying to wave people. They just get a jump, and nobody would go and help me. And so, I'm asking the universe, asking the angels, okay, like, what am I supposed to? And I'm like, hey, I went and got gas over there. There's a whole bunch of people over there. So I am like running over there, and like, I don't want my car out in the road, and there was a couple officers, which is Starlight, why did you do that? And they were looking at me, and I didn't realize that they were looking for somebody at the time, and they thought that I called the cops, and they're like, did you call the cops? I'm like, no. I said, I don't need the cops at my car, believe me. It won't be pretty. I'm just going to keep it that way. So they couldn't help me out, and I'm glad. That was God protecting my ass. And thank you, God, that they weren't helping me out. They were actually on some other kind of mission. So I went to ask people for help. I'm like, like I need a jump, and it's a really shame if you could help somebody out. Some people couldn't because their car is made a certain way and they can't do it. Other people had to go to work. But if because God's watching your ass, if I could help somebody out, I will. I am that chick. I mean, I have to be careful because I'm a female. So if I see a guy on the side of the road, I really got to be careful. I got to be safe on that. But, if you have something to help somebody out and you like, no, I can't help you. I had a lady that when I asked for gas, my hair was a mess. It's funny. I didn't even do my hair because of how everything happened. But it doesn't even matter if my hair was a mess or not. Is that a lady's like, I asked for gas and she's like, I really don't feel comfortable with that. Really? Okay. The excuses, the things that I hear that people say, when asking for help. But anyway, for the jumping, I have jumping cables in my car. And, a lot of people were heading to work, and I understand. Starlight has helped people, though. I would have been like, you know what? I will help this person out because, it only take a little, it's not like they really need me at work at that particular time. It's not like I'm going to get fired, so anyway, I asked this one man, I said, oh, I don't want to bother you, but I don't know if you got to go to work. And he said, yes, I do have to go to work. And I told him why I was there. He helped me out. He was on his way to work. But he actually stopped what he was doing and followed me over. I was on foot because I'm not going inside of men's cars anymore. I told myself that this morning. So he helps me out. And then, I was able to get air. And the whole reason why I'm mentioning it is not because Starlight had this morning, is because I knew what was going on. God gave me that message with the birds shitting on my window that there was going to be a delay. Well, it was a delay. I would have been, at McDonald's doing my affirmations and doing things that I normally would do. I couldn't, it was like about 8 o'clock by time, I woke up at 5. And by time I woke up at 5, but I didn't, actually I woke up a little later than that because once I realized the car wasn't starting, I had to lay back and figure out what to do. So so it was probably about more like 6 to 8. It took me that time to get help to get my car off that road, because as morning goes by, that road's going to be a busy road, and I didn't want my car causing a car accident out on the road. So my whole purpose of why I'm making this video is that Starlight kept her cool. It didn't ruin my whole day. I wrote to somebody in the morning and I was like, it was like nothing ever happened. It was like, I bet you, most of you, if you were going through bam, 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 all that you would have been like, and it would have ruined your whole day. And you know what? And this morning is that I'm like, Starlight, yeah, you kind of goofed up last night. You should have done this. And I'm like, no. I can't do shit about yesterday, about what I should have done. There's nothing I can do about yesterday, about that you goofed up, you didn't check the, the address on what you were doing on Google, on GPS, and Starlight, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And, because that would have made me feel horrible about myself. And I've done that enough in my life. I'm not beating myself up over those little tiny little things. There's nothing I could have done about, I already made it to where I parked. That's what I needed, is to make it to my parking spot for the night. I got there. And the other thing is that if I didn't, this is another one of those things, I shouldn't have heated up my car on the fumes. If it started, I should have took the chance of turning it back off, got dressed, and then get in my car, and hopefully that it would have started so I can get to the gas station, because that time that I was heating up my car would have gave me enough gas to get right to the gas station. And it was a perfect gas station because there's no person there to see Starlight doing anything except for people getting gas. So now I know another place. So anyway, how do you handle, when shit happens in your life? Do you get freaking pissed? Do you get upset? Do you take your anger out on your family members or even your pets or your children? Because shit, now I ran out of gas. Then you get to the gas, your car, fill it up with, get gas in there. And what it was, I looked at my car. I made sure that the lights were on. I made sure the hazard lights are on because it's dark. But I didn't look at the lights in the front, so I left them on. And that short period of time, bam, it drained the battery. So, how do you respond when shit happens? Do you freak out and just like have a tantrum and yell and scream and curse? Starlight was like, I had such a great weekend, and, like hearts and butterflies floating around everywhere with Starlight right now. And, I didn't let that shit get the best of me. I was, because it's like, God, thank you for letting me know that something was going to happen. God already knew that Starlight was going to do all that before I even knew that I was going to make some, wrong decisions on what to do and, what I should do, as far as getting gas. And, God knows that I want to get that book. So when you go through this and you check out those signs and the information, you could get help from the universe, and the universe is like, hey, this is coming up. I'm just kind of giving you a warning. Somebody's going to steal from you this week. Really? Somebody's going to steal from you this week? Wonder who? Then you can actually protect yourself and keep your stuff picked up more, Think about the kind of people that you have in your life. Are they the kind of people that you can trust with your stuff? The universe can give you a message, all kinds of goodies, even when I watch tarot card reading, I get information. I'm like, thanks, universe. Because that lines right up with what's going on in my life. And, it might tell me that someone in your circle right now is backstabbing you. They're talking nasty about you. You didn't even know nothing about it. It's like, wonder who's backstabbing me. Why are they doing this? And then, it has a way of you getting that information ahead of time, like the abundance number and all that, where, abundance is coming. Woo! Yeah, abundance is coming, Starlight. Well, more is coming. Oh, really? Thank you. Now I got to be positive because the universe said it's coming. I got to believe and trust that it's coming. When? We don't know. How? We don't know. It doesn't matter. I used to how is it going to come? How am I going to get it? Where do I do the lotto? Did God give you a sign to go do the lotto? No. It could happen. Like you could go in the strangest place and find money on the ground somewhere. Wow. Look at that. Thank you. So anyway, I don't know how you respond, but if you really check out those videos, like I said, about dream studies, it's important to study your dream, write them down. I can't tell you all that stuff all over again because I have a video, how to study your dreams or have a dream journal. And also with Are You Searching for Guidance? Very important. Check out those videos. Some of you already checked out those videos and you haven't done shit. with it. Shit happens, right? But hey, don't get upset with me because like if there's a manual book, you got to start from the beginning and read all the way through. If you just like think you could skip around and just like, I don't need to do that part, I'll just skip that. I'll do this over here. You can't take no shortcuts. Like if somebody had a book and it was guaranteed 100% that if you read that book and you did everything that book told you to do, that you would be a millionaire. But if you just picked and choose the parts that you wanted to do in that book and thought you were still going to be a millionaire later on, and then it doesn't happen, and then you curse the writer out and that shit didn't work. It does if you apply it, right? It's just that you didn't do what you're supposed to do. So anyway, I love you. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget you can leave you can leave me a message down below. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Come and visit Starlight and just say, hi, Starlight. I'll get that right. I did it the one day. Also, don't forget the notification bell. And you can also, what's my hair? You can also check out my playlist and check me out on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So do you get mad? Really, I'm telling you, you got to check those videos. Are you searching for guidance? The universe, there's videos about numbers have meanings. Those, I'm telling you, I have been doing this since 2016, getting numbers. So I've been doing this for a while, and it does take time to understand it. So don't be impatient. So anyway, I love you. You can also find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you all. Send in lots of love to all of you. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.